Welcome to Swim Easy Speed. My name's Tim Floyd. I'm going to do the video analysis today of a Division One distance swimmer, and we'll get to kind of take a look at what some of the kind of faster, more efficient strokes of a specialist looks like, and then we can talk about it some more. So we had him in the pool, I guess it was probably about maybe 5-6 months ago, and this was when we were just starting out. We were just kind of fooling around. I had coached him when he was in high school, and now he's swimming in college. Recently set the 1,000 freestyle record at his university and averaged roughly 53 per 100. So here we are swimming at, he was just kind of warming up at 110 in the endless pool. And you could see, he's got a really long water line. When I talk about a long water line, it's basically, we'll just go for the reach right there. So all of that, so you can see, there's his heel up on the water, there's his hips up on the water, his head's a little high. And one of the things that we worked on was trying to get kind of a little bit more engagement kind of through the core, give him a little bit more stability so he could generate more power. But, all in all, he's got, a really solid stroke. But as with kind of anything, as with any swimmer, there's always ways to kind of find more efficiency. So here we are underwater. It's kind of difficult in the endless pool when you start going faster than about 115. The water starts to get really, really turbid. So you can see, he gets a pretty good, it's straight out. That's a little bit off by a little bit, but, he could probably get into a high elbow catch position a little bit sooner. But he really starts to kind of really grab the water. You can see him surge there as he pulls through. And, that surge happens on both sides. So it's a fairly even balanced stroke. And then I think we'll go, there we go, to the front a little bit. So you can see, he's right in there in terms of grabbing the water. There's that nice high elbow right there, that he holds all the way through this pull and then comes right down. So if there's the midline, he comes right down, kind of skirts that midline, and then presses the water out past his hip that he's been holding. Comes back in, and then you can see it kind of on the other side as well. And, the one thing you want to take note of is, how connected kind of the shoulders are to the hips as he's rolling through the stroke. So you see how they're moving together. So then the first thing that we worked on was we got, and you can kind of see it here, the pull buoy. So the mortar pull buoy. It's from Fike Swim, and it's a weighted pull buoy. It weighs about, I think it's a kilo, so it's 2.2 pounds. And, it's got enough flotation on it where it's neutrally buoyant. So it'll float, but you start putting any pressure on it and it sinks. So what it really does is I've found that it works really well with trying to correct head position issues. So if you remember, before he was kind of high, held his head kind of high in the water compared to the rest of his body, even though his water line was really long. So this is going to be one of those things that'll, we're going to work on this. We did a couple of rounds of this just going through. We'd stop, I'd video, and we'd see kind of how the changes were affecting his stroke. And then he could kind of go in and try to do it again. Then we'd have 30, 45 seconds of really focused swimming with the gear on. And then he'd go back again. So, and then at the end, we kind of played around, and he wanted to see how fast the pool would go. So here is 5,100 in the pool, him swimming at 5,100. And you can see kind of his hips come up a little bit. But you can also see there's a little bit of, and let's back it up. So if you watch his hips, and sorry about the background noise, that's my dog Max. He's really itchy today. So there's a little bit of a pop there with his hip. And it's probably he just needs a little bit more strength on that one side, right, right over there. So, yeah, so that was the analysis for today. So if you guys have any questions, please like, share, comment below. I am always happy to answer questions, and hope you enjoyed the analysis today. Thanks again.